Welcome to a new daily top Askreddit video. Today's topic: people who sleep naked. What is your plan in case of a fire or murderer? Use a fire extinguisher, naked. Fight the intruder, naked. Also consider, fight the intruder with the fire extinguisher, naked. Also consider, fight the fire with the intruder, naked. I don't sleep naked, but I'll strip down to fight an intruder. If I've learned anything from watching cop videos is nakedness grants you superpowers. It's not superpowers, it's a mind game. You ever consider the logistics of fighting a naked person? There's a lot to keep track of. I don't care how much of a tough guy you are when another man's junk grazing against your face is a real possibility, you're gonna be nervous, and nervousness leads to mistakes. Nobody wants to be the home invader who got knocked out by a naked homeowner who then took a selfie pressing his dick down your forehead like a medieval helmet. When you have the mental edge that being naked provides, you don't need superpowers. This is basic sports psychology. Same thing, just nude. So just lay down and cry. Already ahead of the fire / intruder too. Gotta get my hour of weeping in before bedtime. Yep. My ex slept nude. His apartment, in Chicago in the dead of winter, caught fire in the middle of the night. What did he do? He got carried out of there by the firefighters buck naked. They don't call them heroes for nothing. P.S. X was fine. Still sleeps nude a fake. Sir, your apartment is on fire. We're going to get EW, he's nude. Guys, pause the rescue, we'll wait while he puts on some clothes. Criminals of Reddit, what is your plan when you break into my house and see a naked man running straight towards you? I think this is the real question. Guns vs buns. Rifles vs rifles. My husband and I are in our 40s, and we have lived life. My body shows the signs of childbirth, weight loss, surgeries, and extended breastfeeding. Despite this, I sleep nude. My husband leaves for work no later than 4 a.m. He is a Marine, and is stickler about this. One morning our security system goes off at 4:30. I see the time, and know it can't be him. I immediately think of our 10-year-old daughter sleeping down the hall. I unlock the gun safe as quickly as possible, grab a pistol, and a small machete. I run out, both pointed up at the ceiling, not going to aim at anything unless I know I am going to 100% shoot. I full-on run into our living room. I feel all the things of my body flapping. I do not care. I am going to protect our daughter and pets. There is lots of screaming. Who's in danger? Who do I stab / shoot? Let me at him. Once everything is in focus, I instantly see that it is my husband that had set off the alarm. He had forgotten his security pass for work. The screaming was from our daughter. She had woken up when he was getting ready for work, and fallen back asleep on the couch. She said the alarm going off was less terrifying than seeing her armed, bed-headed, nude, floppy-skinned mother running out of the room, with Mother Bear type of murder written all over my face. The only thing that could have been worse was if the cops had shown up to respond to the alarm. Despite all of that, I still sleep nude. This is the most American thing I have read in a while. I'd probably put some clothes on before I planned a murder or started a fire. The old Reddit swe. Wait, do we do this anymore? Hold my jacket, I'm going in. I sleep naked. I woke up randomly one night, confused and disoriented. The house was full of a thick smoke from my knees up, and the stench was nearly unbearable. What happened was I had been burning sticks of incense, and I would just stick them upright in an old candle. I probably amassed a good 100+ sticks up to that night. I went to bed with one lit. Well, the whole mass of tiny sticks went up like a smoke grenade. When I jumped out of bed, I ran to my back door and grabbed the fire extinguisher, then ran around from room to room like 4 to 5 times looking for fire. Then I grabbed my cats, who were just chilling in the living room like this is fine, and tossed their asses outside. My next idea was to grab my PC. So I ran into my office and started disconnecting things. That's when I saw the smoke billowing from the old candle incense graveyard. I then opened all the windows and doors, calming down. Then I realized that my cats were probably running away. I tossed a housecoat on with no belt and ran outside with a flashlight. I probably looked like a fucking nutcase outside with my junk hanging out, waving a flashlight, loudly going PSD 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 at 2 a.m., with a Snoop Dogg amount of smoke coming out of every hole in my house. I spent the next several hours waving a large Rubbermaid container lid around in every room to dissipate the smoke before the wife got home from work. The answer is that I have no plan. Edit, I found my cats lol. Everything is okay. Did you find the cats though? Asking the important questions. They were probably confused as fuck. Bold of you to assume I A, will wake up and B, have a plan. I had one of those when I was living with my dad. Fire caught in our plastic garbage bin outside. Middle of the night, my dad woke up and saw the fire, called the authorities and went to wake me up. He thought I'd wake up, but I remember being half aware, seeing 2 fire trucks outside my window and going back to bed thinking they got it, back to sleep. Apparently, they almost didn't get it, and in the midst of that chaos, my father didn't even realize I wasn't out of the house yet. I slept through it all and didn't even wake up until my alarm went off for me to go to school. That's some next level sleeping there. I keep a pair of shorts and a t-shirt next to my bed, my phone hung on the wall between my window and bed, and my wallet on a table near my door. You are ready. He's going to give the murderer his wallet so fucking fast he won't know what to do. Might I introduce you to the robe? Like an outfit, but more comfortable and easier to don in a pinch. And to stop your head getting cold, it is best paired with a wizard hat. If you're me and your dad sets the alarm off from his phone while you're home alone, you would wrap a blanket around yourself and run downstairs. Trip on the blanket while running. Decide it's better to be naked than dead and ditch the blanket. Grab your brother's pants and button-down shirt that are hanging on the stairwell. Run outside and get dressed in the middle of the road. Try to button the shirt but fail BC you thought someone broke in so your hands are shaking uncontrollably. Run a half a mile down the road in your 6'3" brother's khakis with your arms wrapped around your chest to keep the shirt on. Notice your dad drive past you on his way to turn off the alarm. See your dad's car slam on the brakes and make a U-turn. Get picked up by your dad who is laughing so hard he can't speak. Edit, it was a security alarm. Edit 2, very thankful for my first award. Gave me that good Sirotto eye boost I've been needing. Also I'm kinda new here at GIF, making an edit to thank someone for an award is a meme or polite protocol. I read this thinking it was a fire alarm and was thinking, why is this person reacting to a fire like a bomb threat? I've always been irrationally afraid of someone breaking in, and until I was like 14 I couldn't sleep until I checked all the doors and alarm. Words can't describe the sheer terror I felt that day. Helicopter Dick either puts out the fire or achieves emergency escape propulsion. Probably going to dissuade the murderer from murdering, also. Sleeping naked literally is my plan in both those cases. If the house is on fire I assume it would be warm, probably excessively so. By already being naked I have few seconds advantage on the heat becoming unbearable. If a murderer enters the house while I'm asleep I figure the best course of defense is to scare them off. I'm not by nature a frightening man, but I figure to a nighttime intruder an angry naked guy running at you balls swinging freely would be somewhat intimidating. Edit, thanks to everyone advising me that clothing actually protects you against fire. I was aware of this and was only being facetious in claiming these were my reasons for sleeping naked. My actual reasons are as follows. I get too hot at night as it is, adding clothing would make this worse. It is more comfortable, nothing to ride up or get twisted when I fidget in my sleep. Hitler probably wore pajamas. If someone breaks into your home, just use your natural uchaks. Utchucks. Alexa, red alert. Had the ways what is love, starts playing full blast and all your hue lights come on a muted red. Wait, is this possible now with House Roberts? I'm gonna go out like I came in, screamy and kick-eye. David Lister. Edit, 2 silvers for an old smeghead. You're too kind. You can't kick death in the nuts. If he comes near me, I'm gonna rip his nipples off. This happened to me years ago when I was still a student living in digs close to varsity. Early one morning, my now wife was woken by movement in the bedroom. There was an intruder who had climbed in through our sash window and was rifling through her handbag. She let out an almighty scream. And she was an opera student, so she really could scream. I woke up to see intruder's backside exiting through the window, so I jumped out of bed and gave chase. I was damn close to catching him, but he ducked down into the railway line reserve at the end of the street. It was here that my feet really started to get hurt on shards of broken glass, so I had to stop my chase. Then I realized that I was completely naked. The 200 meters walk down the street was interesting. Everyone had come out to see what the fuss was about and saw this breathless, naked young student sauntering down the road. I decided to just brazen it out and not put my embarrassment on display, so I just strolled along till I got home. I earned legend points that morning. It also helped that I was in really good physical condition. But in the heat of that fight or flight adrenaline-charged moment, the last thing I thought about was my clothes. Thanks for my first gold, kind stranger. One of the things I've learned in life is that if you can't do it gracefully, you may as well do it boldly. And naked. I know a guy who was walking with his mom and someone grabbed her purse. He gave chase without thinking. He heard a loud bang but ignored it and carried on. After a couple hundred more meters the guy dropped the bag. He picked up the bag and started to walk back to her when he realized his chest hurt. He rubbed at his chest to find a load of blood. That bang he heard. Yeah, the guy had shot him. The adrenaline completely blocked the pain from the gunshot. He survived and was fine, but he dines out about the time that he chased a guy down, and even shooting him in the chest didn't stop him from getting his mom's bag back, and I don't blame him. That purse snatcher must have been pretty fucking scared. Provided he's not dead, he probably still tells the story about the crazy guy who kept up the chase even after being shot. Wow, glad he's okay. Shitty situation, but yeah, it's pretty common when adrenaline is running for people to not even notice and continue on. One of the reasons gun owners and even police are trained to eliminate the threat just because they got shot once in the leg or somewhere else doesn't mean they are going to feel it immediately.